few minutes early to get set up, make sure everything's working, everybody is in place, and anybody that wants to join can join. Get my chats up live here so people can see what's going on. Here I am. Make sure turn the volume off so I don't collide with the rest of the chat. All right, then we will see what we got. Of course, we will let a few people roll in, and we will start with the haul video first. That way, of course, anybody that wants to watch the replay can watch it and not have to sit through the live part or the chat part. So I like to do that part first, get it out of the way. This episode brought to you by, once again, Clear American flavored water, strawberry. But anyway, let's see what time it is. Almost 5 o'clock. We'll start right at 5. Don't see anybody in here yet. People probably tired of listening to me babble on about shit. So that's fine. We'll film for the replay if we got to. But I do believe it's close enough to 5 o'clock. Well, maybe not. Yeah, one more minute. Give it a minute. Give it a minute for people's notifications to go off. Got some good books today. Got a major banger of a key book that I was glad I pulled the trigger on. So happy to get that. But it is 5 o'clock. I see people jumping in, jumping out, going, well, it's him. Never mind. So that's cool. Anyway, so for the people that are going to tune into the rewind and just want to see the books and don't want to listen to the chat, let's get into it. But we'll start off with the Midtown Haul because it's probably the same shit everybody's getting, but maybe not. First up, Grimm, number 7. I've been picking up all these. Fantastic read. If you're not reading it, check it out. Love that cover. Forget who does that cover because he's got one of the names. I noticed everybody in comic books has a name you can't pronounce. But it's a cool cover, though. Not foil. I was a little disappointed because all their other covers had a foil variant, but except for this one and the last one, they quit doing the foil variants. I'm like, I wanted a complete foil collection of the books, and I just throw it on the ground anyway. But next up, I had to get this one. Because, this Todd McFarlane Spider-Man 1 homage. And this is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 2. And, but yeah, had to get it. And this is the first appearance of Rabble, unnamed, which is weird. It says unnamed, and yet there it is. So I don't know if they're going to call this a cameo at some point or what, because that's how they do. Y'all know how they do, man. So, ooh, first appearance, and then they'll go, now it's a cameo because didn't mention her by name. So, whatever. It didn't matter. I was going to get it anyway because love that homage cover. So, I see there's one person showing up in the chat. So, say hi, something, so I know that you can hear me and see me, everything. And that I can read my chats. That'd be nice. And next up, of course, we got Carnage number 9. But that cover is just nasty. They're knocking it out of the park with the Carnage covers. So, pretty cool. Speaking of homage covers, picked up ASM number 17 with that ASM number 50 homage, that first appearance of Kingpin homage, that classic Ramita. Jr. or that John Romita cover. But yeah, that homage had to have that. That was just nasty. But yeah, definitely a cover by. It's all well. It's the first appearance of the Insidious Six, and somebody called Wreck Rap. I don't know what that is, but anyway, so it is a little minor key, but I got it for that Ramita homage cover because it's just awesome. And speaking of foily and homage covers, and today's the day for homage covers, man. I'm telling you. But there's two reasons I bought this. One, Alex Ross. Two, foil. But mostly Alex Ross and foil. That's just two words that belong together. But that Action Comics 1050, that Action Comics #1 foil or homage cover in foil by Alex Ross, Alex Futhermucking Ross. You have to get it, right? Come on, there's three of you in here. Back me up on this. You have to get it, right? Alex Ross, foil. It's a no-brainer. Got to get it. Next up for Midtown, we got. I missed out on this one. I wanted a copy of this one. I tell you what, I feel like I can't trying to keep myself from doing it. I have a bad habit of like I'm a coke fiend or something, but my nose always itches. But but I keep rubbing my face, rubbing my nose. But anyway, I wanted to get the Sandman Universe Dead Boy Detectives #1, and I didn't. I opted out of it the first time, and then I thought better. I got to get it. So the second round, I went back to get it, and they actually had a signed version of it in there. So I got the signed one, and I'm not even going to attempt it. Y'all can try it if you want. I don't know what a porn sack pitch whatever. But it's by Porn Sack. So if you want a signed Porn Sack cover, run on over to Midtown and get your signed porn sack. Yeah, Dead Boy Detectives. But I wanted a copy of that, and I thought, well, I might as well grab a signed one. So I did. But anyway, there's three of you in here. I hope y'all are doing all right. Shows three of you in here. I don't know who's the three in here. It isn't showing up anything in my chat. Wait. No. Okay, that's why. I didn't have my chats turned on, but it doesn't seem as though anybody's said anything in my chats. So let me know if you're here. Who's here? I like to know who's here, man, so I can say hey. But next up, last one for my Midtown pickup. Picked up this Flash number. What number is 790? Very cool cover. But it's also the first team appearance of the Fraction. So I pick one up. Kind of cool. But that did it for my Midtown pickups. Then we went on to my eBay pickups. And speaking of Flash, I hit a run of Flash comics in here. I bought it for this one, which is the Flash 225, first appearance of the kids of Wally West and Linda Park, which is Jai and Ira. But apparently they're going to do some stuff with these kids, so they're going to get some more time, new costumes, new abilities and stuff. So they're going to knock the dust off of those two characters and bring them to the forefront. So I'm kind of curious, kind of excited to see what they do with them. So nice little minor key to pick up. And then it came with these, which I didn't really care about too much, but for $6 I got them all, so I had to jump on them, right? So it's 226, 227, 228, 229, St. Louis Ron, what's up, man? Uh, yeah, I didn't do too many lives, man, but it's cool. I'm trying to do more of them, but I'm trying to do more because I like to interact with people. But I appreciate you being a long time viewer, though. Good that you can jump on here and I can interact with you a little bit. But anyway, last one flash book was the last. I think this is the last one in this series or in this volume. I think this is Wally West's last last appearance is the Flash. Then I think he goes back to Kid Flash, whatever. But so so nice little run of books there from eBay. So I was happy to get them for $6. I mean, why not? You know. But so what's good with you, Ron? Man, it's good to see you, man. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support, man. That's awesome. I do the best I can with my videos. Sometimes it's a little boring and monotonous. I try not to make it boring, but sometimes it happens. What can I do? My last book, my big pickup, the clickbait that I put in my thumbnail. It's always clickbait, but I deliver on my clickbait. Come on, I deliver. But this is, like I said in the clickbait, a major Hulk key. This is Tales to Astonish, number 90, and it's the first appearance of Abomination. So I was stoked to get it. It's a mid-grade copy. It's not a. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Ron. Yeah, you know, it's not a near mint copy. It does have some conditions, as we say. You probably can't see it because it's got it in Mylar. Mylar like erases all condition issues, but it's got some spine ticks on it. Probably because I wasn't holding the spine up there. I had it backwards, but it's definitely got some spine wear. It's been loved. It's definitely a mid grade, 5.5 to 6, something like that. But it presents really good. Other than the spine wear, it presents really well. Pretty beautiful copy. I'm happy about it. I don't get as picky about copy or about conditions when it's a 12 center, it's a Silver Age, and it's 45 years old. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not, or probably this one's probably more like 50, but I'm not gonna squawk on, be real anal about the condition of them when they're that old. I had thought about doing a video about conditions and when it's good to buy lower grades as opposed to holding out for the higher grades and stuff. Thought about doing that, but I don't know. I don't like to come across like I know more than anybody because I don't. Um, my friend Ryan, he hasn't been collecting long enough for a cup of coffee yet, and sometimes I think he knows more about them than I do. So, I try not to come across that as a know-it-all. It's just I like to give my opinions on stuff, and so sometimes people like my opinion and agree with me. Sometimes they don't, and they unsubscribe to me. But it's just an opinion. Everybody's got one. None of them are any worse or better than the other. Excuse me. Had to get that drink in. I subscribe to a lot of comic book channels that have opinions that differ from mine that I don't agree with, but it's okay. If everybody thought the same way, it would be one hell of a boring country. So, like I said, but I thought about doing something like that. Thought about doing maybe a little room tour, a little close up, show and tell of my collection other than the comic books. Everybody's seen my comic books, but I got a nice cool little art wall. I've got some statues, some action figures, stuff like that I've shown before, but I've acquired a few others since then and rearranged. I get a bad habit of I like to rearrange my room a lot. So, um, but let's see what's in the news, man. What's in the news? What can we talk about? Oh yeah, pregnant Joker. Man, I have never seen so many people get triggered over something so dumb. But man, that is just lighting up. It is taking over Instagram. Uh, Woke this, woke that, and honestly, from what I understand, I haven't read it. I haven't read it, and I don't. From what I understand, it's a gag. It wasn't intended to be serious. People just saw the picture and just automatically assumed that the Joker was actually pregnant. But from what I understand, it was a gag. So people need to lighten up and take a joke. It was like the whole She-Hulk twerking thing. Wasn't part of the storyline. It was a gag reel. It was in credits. They were goofing off, and it was a gag reel. So don't get me wrong. I hate the show. Absolutely hate She-Hulk. Thought it was. I think it's like one of the they just butchered that show, and I hate it. So, but I can think of a million different reasons to hate it than the fact that she twerked in a gag reel. So, and I can think of a lot of other reasons why not to read the Joker. Uh, but then some gag about him being pregnant. Um, I hadn't read it honestly, Ron. I didn't read it. I don't know what the whole scenario was behind it. All I know is that he's not really pregnant. It was a joke. It was a gag. It was meant to be humorous and not serious. And people just took it serious. So, but I think you're right. I think it was the Tanner or something that played it, like pranked him or made him think he was pregnant for something. Like I said, I didn't read that whole series at all. I love the Joker. I love Batman, and that's the sad thing is I love these characters, but even just I'm just so over the Batman and the Joker. I mean, too much of anything is not good, and they are just saturating in the. It's like DC's last ditch effort to hold on to the one thing that still makes them money, and now they're saturating the market with it, and it's burning everybody out. Love the Joker, but I'm tired of having a new. It's like give him a weekly, give him an ongoing, and leave it at that. But these little minis that they keep throwing out every time one ends, a new one starts, I'm just not going to read them anymore. I bought one copy of the Man Who Stopped Laughing, and it was because it had that really badass Bermejo cover. It was nasty, so I bought one of those. But I'm kind of over it about reading it, and don't really care about it reading it anymore. Batman titles. I'm hoping that somebody can salvage that soon. Yeah, Lee Bermejo is amazing, man. He's an amazing artist, one of my favorites. Um, so which is weird that I don't collect the detective comics because I mean he does a cover for detective every month and I but I just man I honestly if you could see how many comic books I've got stashed back. Uh, I'm trying to limit what I collect because I'm starting to fall back into the same bad habits that I had in the 90s that almost broke me, and that's buying everything. And it's like just because you love Batman, you don't have to buy every single Batman comic that comes out. Just because you love Spider Man, you don't have to buy every single Spider Man. So I'm trying to limit it to just buying stories that interest me and picking those up. Little, I just bashed the Joker miniseries because they made so many of them. Ryan, what's going on, Magic Lasso? Good to see you, man. Yeah, man, I'm starting to become really proud of my wall. I worked really hard on it, and a new addition that might end up joining us there. What do you think? What do you think, Ryan? First appearance of Abomination. He may end up in a Gator Guard and be and may take the place of one of them back there. But yeah, yeah, isn't that gorgeous? I love that. Love it, love it. But this is what I'm trying to gravitate towards more is is you know trying to bolster my collection to where it's more it's less as I say that as I go ahead and pick up some but less of the movie hype books, and the glow in the dark covers but and these. But I love Alex Ross, and I can't help it. I love foil. Love foil. Yeah, I think so too, Ryan. We got two Ryans in here. Ryan Boone, Magic Lasso. Yeah, of course it's in Mylar, so you know what Mylar is the magic that makes old comics look beautiful again. But like I said, it's I keep doing that. I keep grabbing them off. I mean, it's got some condition issues. You can see that spine has a lot of stress wear on it, but like I said, it's from the '60s. I mean, so this thing's as old as I am, if not older. Um, I don't remember what actual issue date that was. Yeah, it presents really well. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I think I got a fair price for it. I don't tell what I paid for bigger books on there because my girlfriend might actually watch one of my videos, and then I tell her myself. I tell her myself. I don't want to tell her myself. You ever get that? You got. I mean, Lasso, you make videos. You ever tell on yourself in the videos, man? Oops. You paid how much? No. I like to do. I like to do these, what I call them, like mid-level keys or lower level keys, because they have more room. Blame them and name them. Don't bump anything on your own. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for anybody that's in here, this shows 8 people in here. Only 3 of you are really active, but make sure you tune in next Monday. I'm gonna have Ryan Boone. Gonna have Jason, the comic book preacher. I know how everybody misses the comic book preacher. Trying to get him back, but he's my buddy. Gene Mallow. I think, Gene, you have adopted the Americanized version of your name now and prefer it, so I'll call you that. Daryl, what's going on? Everybody's jumping in now. I was about to wind it up and call it a day, but um, where was I? Oh yeah, Ryan and Comic Book Preacher are both going to be over here next week, um, right here in the old Stevie B Bat Cave here, and we're going to do a live stream, all of us together, for my birthday, which was yesterday technically, but time constraints. You got to spread the love. Everybody wants to do stuff with you on your birthday. So, Hoarders Hide, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat. But so I had stuff going on Saturday. Went out, didn't get stupid. The plan was to get stupid, and I just got a little, we'll call it mentally handicapped. Okay, didn't get straight up stupid, just a little mentally handicapped. But thanks, Daryl, appreciate it. So, um, and then Sunday was kind of a recoup day. We just kind of ordered some pizzas. That was my birthday. She said, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" I said, "I want to sit on my ass and not do anything. Order some pizzas, watch some movies." January 26th for your birthday. It's much easier for you doing it from your phone, I think. StreamYard is pain in the ass. My phone, go live. Well, of course, you have to have 1,000. That was my main reason for wanting to get 1,000 subscribers, is so I could do live streams from my phone like this. Thank you, Gene. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Um, but it's funny is you'll see it after I get done with the live stream. I'm probably going to post a mystery box video from JC Comics, and then tomorrow I'm going to post an AOK that I got from Boss Kong at Silverback Graphics that actually showed up on Saturday, the day before my birthday. He had no idea it was my birthday; it just happened to fall that way. So when what's funny is it's going to be funny because before I got the package from Boss Kong, is I was doing my doing the unboxing video for JC's Comics mystery box, and I mentioned Boss Kong, and I kind of roasted him a little bit in it. It's kind of poking fun of him about his mystery boxes and his scratch ticket bingo roulette wheel slot machine versions of freaking mystery boxes that he does. Then and kind of giving him a hard time about it, and then the next day I get it. No, thank you, Ron. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I said, oh, I wasn't on here fishing for birthdays. I was just saying you'd tune in because Funk Comics, what's going on? Right on, brother. But it's rare that we get a chance to spend any time with the comic book preachers, and since Ryan Boone does not have a YouTube channel, even though I've been in his ass about getting one. So it's fun to hang out with those guys and do live streams and talk and chat. Oh, thanks, Funk. Appreciate it. So it was actually yesterday, but I appreciate this. I appreciate it, man. I just had to go out to lunch with my mother. She wouldn't take me out to lunch today, so that's where I've been today. But anyways, like I said, next week, next Monday, we'll figure out the time frame on that as it gets closer. Hope you guys can be here for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's always fun when I get Ryan and Preacher in here. they make it a lot more fun. They're a lot more entertaining and interesting than I am. So it makes it fun. It boosts my views. They boost my views. That's what I do. That's what I do. I use my buddies to boost my views because they're more entertaining than I am. But it'll be fun to have them on there. In case you missed it, watch the rewind. But I'll skip to the end in case you just wonder what the big book was that I clickbaited you into coming here for. It was Tales to Astonish number 90, first appearance of Abomination. That was my big Hulk key that I pulled out of my box. Was happy to get. Now I try to get at least one a week off my key list, but I'm running out of them. I always try to get I like to get these I don't know if you call them mid-level or lower level. High level keys are, things that come very rarely to me, ASM 300s and and then the epic level, legend level keys, that only 3 people on the planet can afford, Action Comics #1, AF-15s and stuff. You'll never see on my channel. But I like the affordable keys. I love these keys that are under $100 that are attainable for most, for most collectors that are on a budget, but have a lot of room to grow. and that's where my niche is. I love getting those. I love picking them up because these are the entry level. These are the ones that are going to be the AF-15s of tomorrow or whatever. They're going to be the monster unattainable books for the next generation. So those are the ones I love to get. I mean, sitting on first appearance of Lobo for a couple of years now. Can I say what the next key I'll be hunting for is? Well, let's see. It's hard to say. There's a lot of them that are on my hit list. Some of them are a little more unattainable than others. They're kind of in my watch list to what I keep tabs on so that because the market's starting to calm down a little bit, and some of these are coming down. I can't remember what my next one. There's a couple that have been on there, and and for a while. Man, you put me on the spot, Ron. You put me on the spot, and I can't remember them. Um, um, you did. Oh, first appearance of Bullseye has been on my watch list for a long time, and and I I waited too long on that one because it dipped down for a little while, and now all this new Bullseye Reborn spec has caused it to shoot back up again. But first appearance of Bullseye is one of them that's been on my grail list or my key list for a long time. Um, I just got my first appearance of Electra. I knocked that one off just in time before I went up there. 74. Oh, Jean once blocked. I'm not calling you Gene anymore now. I'm calling you Jean Malo, like it's supposed to be. Just for that, 74. I'm 55 years old yesterday. That's how old I am. I know I don't look a day over 56, but 55. Yeah, that is a good one. There's a couple other ones which, like I said, I've got them saved back, and now I can't remember for the life of me what they are. Um, there was, they're all like I said, they're all mid level, not outrageous, but there's a there's a few Batman keys that I was after, like first appearance of Jason Todd. I'd like to get the first uh, appearance of Jason Todd as the Red Hood. That's one of them that I've been after. Um, I finally got my first appearance of Null that I think even though it's a modern key, I think that one is going to be another kind of like Carnage. It's blown up now. It'll come down a little bit, but then but I think that one's going to grow back up organically. It's like what happened to 361 here. It blew up when the Venom movie came out, and people were paying ridiculous amounts for it. And now that the movie came out, it's kind of fell back down to reality again. But it'll grow again organically because Carnage isn't going anywhere. He's going to always be a key, so it's going to go back up. So, yeah, everybody that ditches these books because the movie didn't pan out and the hype is over, and they start selling them when the movies come out. I think it's a bad idea because some of those, even though the movie, I like people that are ditching their Savage She-Hulk #1, the first appearance of She-Hulk. People ditched them because the series sucked. Doesn't mean that's not a major character though. So I'm not ditching mine. I'm holding on to mine. The most valuable, yeah, it would probably have to be ASM 300. Honestly, it's probably the most valuable. It's not the rarest or my rarest book is probably actually this one right here. That is Darkchild #1, but it's an artist proof or publisher's proof copy, and there's only 5 of them in the world. So, and I have one of them. So that's probably my rarest one right there. And let's see. Um, I mean, I think the ASM is going to at 300 is probably the most expensive. Kenneth Bird, what's going on? There's probably, like I said, it's probably valued at the most. But like I said, by no means the rarest. I mean, if you, in all honesty, most people got a copy of. If you've been collecting long enough, most people got a 300. They made a bunch of them, so they're not very many of them out there. But definitely a must have in your collection, though. If you're a Spider-Man fan, that's a must have. ME Comics, what is up, my brother? Good to see you in here, man. Comic Assassin, what's going on? I'm pretty proud of it, man. I'm worked hard. I'm trying to stay away from them. I'm trying to. I do. I'm look. I am trying to reinvent myself little by little. Some sleeves. The comic cleaver is now been replaced with an actual pocket knife. So, I mean, I'm reinventing things a little bit at a time, but art, bikes, and comics, what is going on, man? But I'm changing the way I'm collecting now. I'm trying to back off. I've found that it's actually cheaper for me to just go after fewer books, higher quality, than it is to go out after high quantity of books and lower quality. So we're trying to get some bigger keys in here. That's good. Sleeveless Wonder, Sleevey B. I mean, I've heard it all. Don't think the tank tops ain't gone. Honestly, the tank tops were never. I'll let you guys are gonna hear it. I'll tell you guys a few things about me that nobody knows. You guys are gonna hear it first, exclusive here. The first of all, a couple things that were an accident. First of all, everybody wants, where'd you get Stevie B? Stevie B is actually a tribute to a friend of mine that passed away a few years ago. He was a karaoke DJ. We used to go to a bar all the time and do karaoke, and his name was Steve Kincaid. And at one point, we had like 6 Steves signed up to do karaoke. So he started telling us, put your last initial on there, so we can get, so we can distinguish between you. So my last initial was B. So he started calling me Stevie B. So he started calling me Stevie B, and he passed away about the time I started my YouTube channel. So as an homage, a little tribute to my friend, I decided that I was going to name it after him. No, that would be a big no there, ME Comics. First, I have to be really drunk first, and then I don't care. So if you ever catch me live streaming from a bar, that will be the time to tune in. But that is one thing a lot of people don't know. Second thing is the comic cleaver was an absolute accident. Was never meant to be a calling card or a signature for my channel. It was if you watch my very first video, I did a mystery box, and I was never intended to be on camera ever either. Never intended to be on camera. I was always going to be behind the camera. Well, I didn't know what I was doing, so I'm trying to set a tripod up behind me and film over my shoulder, which didn't work very good. and everything. And when I totally started the live stream and didn't realized I didn't have anything to open this box with. No knife, no nothing. So I'm looking around beside me, and this little cheese slicer happened to be the first thing handy that I could find. And so that became the comic cleaver. I named it on the fly, went with it, and then it's just kind of become a staple here. And but back with the name Stevie B. Pro tip for you: I hate being called Stevie, but I asked for it. I named my channel Stevie B. I cannot stand being called Stevie. It's one of the things that every time somebody in the chat or on Instagram calls me, "Hey Stevie, Stevie, Stevie," or in the live stream, Foo calls me Stevie. He flicks his knife open, and goes, "Stevie." It's like nails on a chalkboard. But I asked for it, and so. But my name is Steve. That's what I go by in the real world. So there you go. There's something you didn't know about me, Stevie B Comics. But yeah, no Rambo. This is as close as I get to a Rambo knife. It's a pretty nice knife, actually. I kind of like it. It serves its purpose. Nice spring action. But but yeah, there's a few fun facts you didn't know about Stevie B. Is the origin of my name, the origin of the comic cleaver, and the fact that I don't like to be called Stevie. I hate that name, but I embrace it because, like I said, I named my channel that. What did you expect? So I appreciate everybody. I got 13 people in here and 12 likes. I appreciate everybody hitting the like button while you're in here. That's really helpful. It really is. But anyway, I try to keep these at 30 minutes or less, but I'm trying to. If the chat goes, it goes, and I'm happy about that. So I try to. That's why I try to put the haul video part of the video in the front, so people who just want to watch a rewind can just watch the haul part and not have to endure the rambling of the chat that goes on with it. But it's cool that I got 13 people in here chatting away. I love to interact with you guys, so I stay on here all night as long as y'all want to chat. Q&A. Anybody got any questions? I love to answer questions. I answer them as honestly as I can. So if y'all have any questions you always wanted to ask me, now's your time. I'm an open book. I don't care. I'll tell you about anything. And no secrets. But when's the next action figure video? Well, Jean, I actually have a couple in the mail coming right now. So probably be doing one soon, later this week. Those I kind of film because they're short. They don't take very long, so I usually film those when I get them after work. I'm trying to figure out what I have, if I have anything coming that'll be here this week or not. I can't remember. I got so much shit in the mail that I can't keep up with it. But I just pulled the trigger on one that I was really happy to get. I actually lowball offered on him. He said, I like to put them in my watch list when they say or best offer and let them shoot an offer first. Tells me how motivated they are to sell. Then when they shoot me an offer, I see how low that is, and then I'll come back with a lower offer, and it actually works out sometimes that I get it pretty cheap. So I got this one pretty cheap, so it's on the way. But I think that's the only one I got coming. So it may be next week, Gene. So I'm not sure. I got two people now that have a name that can be pronounced two ways, and I go back and forth. There's Jean, John, and then there's Comic Vantage, Luis, and I go back and forth. Can't decide which one I want to call you. I think you told me you preferred Jean, so I try to remember to call you Jean. But Gene for me. Okay, I'll try to lay off the Jean stuff then. I try to call people what they actually be called. The you talking about? Are you talking about the Mystery Men show, Ron? Where Mifu, Squatchy, and all that? Um, is it a thing of the past? That whole show was a brainchild of Fu, and yeah, okay. That that's pretty much Fu's show. Um, he uh he hasn't done one in a while. I I backed out. I backed out of the show. Decided not to do it any longer. Um, it's it's a long story and a complicated one, but there's a little falling out with me and Squatchy. He hasn't for he isn't willing to make up and try to work it out. So I bowed out of the show because of that. Um, I don't have any hard feelings against Squatchy. I like Squatchy, always have. We just got pissed at each other, and he stayed pissed. I didn't. And we're moving on, try to move on. But so if Fu ever wants me on the show, if he ever has the show and he ever wants me on it again, I'm happy to go back on it. But it's his call. It's his show. That happens, man. I mean, friends fight and get into it, and some friends keep it going, and some friends will ready to move on and try to work it out and patch it up. But it is what it is. You ordered a ASM 55 Webhead second print off eBay. The red one. Mine again. Also waiting for a channel win as well as an AOK. Cool. Oh, what's up, James Warlord? Good to see you, man. But yeah, Ron. It's a shame that it happened. That whole incident with it got out of hand and it blew up way worse than it should have, and um, I wished it would just go away and go back to normal. But like I said, some people ain't willing to do it, and if that's fine, I always said I'd never beg anybody to be my friend. If you want to be my friend, cool. But yes, Warlord. Oh my God, I've seen some. I would crucify that guy. Did you get that off of eBay? If you got that off of eBay, I would light that dude up, give him a chance to make that right, or I would crucify him for that. That was an unbelievable. I've seen some shitty packaging in my time. Let me tell you what. If you guys ever ship a comic book, first of all, anybody that uses this on a comic book to tape down a comic book bag needs to be shot and pissed on. Don't use this. This is not for comic book bags. All it does is tear the bags. You damage the comic trying to get it up. Yeah, see? James, he said he damaged the book trying to get it off there. And it was a pretty big key book. I'm trying to remember. It was like 80s cartoon book or something. but but I did see that, James. I've gotten a few like that myself. Um, it's usually people that don't collect comic books that they just acquired some and they looked them up, and yeah, Zelda. That's right. I knew it was a video game book and I couldn't remember which one. But yeah, I know I'm overlooking the fact that it was a valued book. and try, uh, but yeah, people that put this taped them bags down with this, and he like mummy wrapped it in there. Rude, yeah. What's up, Matt? Good to see you, man. Matt, we need to reconnect. We're starting to drift apart, and I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I hate when friends start to organically start to drift, and it's just not good. Oh, all right, Assassin Man. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate the support, man. Love to interact. Love interacting with people. But yeah. But Matt, man, yeah, really, straight up, man. I don't even get notifications on your if you post videos. Are you posting videos? Am I behind? Because I haven't gotten any notifications. I understand. I understand. You've been writing. I know. You got other things going on. You're an artist. Artiste. He, you can't be bothered with YouTube all the time. You're a creator. You are trying to create literature. I did that. I have to do the Hamlet thing when you say literature. I need to make another parody video of you. That was so much fun. I'm a sensitive artist. Yeah, sensitive. Yeah, that's the word I use to describe you most. If you, I did a parody of Old Rude Planet on. If you haven't seen it, you should go. Do some research and go back to watch it. It was so much fun doing it. He was a good sport about it too, and I like that. But I had a blast. I still got the entire get up. I'm just waiting for an opportunity to do another one. I need to do. I thought that would be fun. I should parody everybody. We should parody everybody. But first appearance of Black Bolt again. I still got the one I got from. Well, I in a roundabout way got from you. There it is. Actually, I got it from Ryan, who got it from you. Larry Green Machine, what is up, my friend? Good to see you. I held on to it. It's even on my wall. You miss it? Oh man, I, I'm sorry you miss it, Warlord. Man, not enough to send it back to you, but I am sorry. James, like, screw you, up yours, man. But so, Larry, since you're a little behind, I'll skip the. You can go back and watch the replay and catch the haul. But I will show you my clickbait book that I used to clickbait everybody to tune in, and my Major Hulk key. First appearance of Abomination. Tales to Astonish number 90. It's about a 5.5 to a 6, maybe. It's a mid grade, but I'm happy with it. So there was my. So yeah, I won't make you go back and watch all of it for the clickbait. I try not. I'm trying to come up with. See, I'm trying to come up with more clickbaity titles and catchy titles. You'll notice I stepped away from putting the same thumbnail on every video because I got lazy and didn't feel like making a new thumbnail. So now I'm trying to make more clickbaity stuff, but not fake clickbaity that where it says one thing and you tune in and it was completely misleading. I say it's a Major Hulk key. First appearance of Abomination is a Major Hulk key. I could have said Major Flash key. Kevin Kelly, what is going on, my brother, man? Good to see you in here. I could have said Major Flash key and then showed this one, first appearance of Jai and Iris West, the children of Wally West, but I didn't. I actually said Major Hulk key, and I got a Hulk key. But Kevin Kelly, good to see you, man. God, I mean, Kevin Kelly, reminds me that I need to sell some books, but man, I really don't want to deal with Whatnot again. So I'm thinking of doing it on YouTube and having an auction and putting up with the people that don't pay and having to contact people to get their addresses and stuff. But I, but yeah, I've got a lot of books that I want to sell. A shit ton. I need to consolidate. Yeah, Instagram. I'm not a fan of doing it on Instagram because of this. I like the Oh, it did it, didn't it? Switch back. Yeah, I like the horizontal, being able to horizontal broadcast, because that vertical broadcast is killing me. You lay down a bit. Okay, well that'll work. Taking a break from listing books for my first oops, yeah, IG claim sale. I do very poorly. I do very poorly when I try to do claim sales. Very, very, very poorly. I actually do very, very poorly any other. The only time I've had any successful sales has been on Whatnot. As sad as it is to say, but I I I do very poorly when I try to sell. Nobody. I've never sold a single book on a claim sale on Instagram. Not a single one. And I've put up some pretty good books. I've been trying to sell the whole complete set of TMNT Last Ronin with a with an retailer incentive cover for number one, and those things are going for crazy money on eBay. I try to sell it for $100 on Instagram. The whole set can't get a can't get a can't even get a bite. Yeah, I understand. And there's people that do it all the time and they're successful doing it on Instagram, but they've built a following. I keep I guess I'm conceited in thinking that enough people have bought from me that they know I take care of my sell or my buyers very well, but apparently I don't have that kind of reputation as I thought. Facebook, I've tried on Facebook too, never got nothing either. I don't know. Kevin, you're my only buyer, man. You're the only one that could vouch for me that I take care of my buyers. Kevin Kelly has bought a shit ton of books from me, and and he knows I take that. Do I not take care of you, Kevin? I took care of you, right? Always throw in some extras. Just send me everything. Hey, shoot me a price. But basically, my collection is going to be narrowed down to this that you see behind me, and let's see, six boxes of books, and I got literally 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I've literally got 16 short boxes of books that I want to sell. Does that tell you anything? One book on Facebook and never do that again. Yeah. See, I still have them. I well, yeah, right. I don't consider you have trans you have you have you have moved past the subscriber uh subscriber YouTube friend into my buddy that actually comes over and hangs out with me. So you're in a different class. Do you have do I have any Vampirella? I probably do. I know I still have a mystery box right here. Right here. Let's just do a claim sale right now. See what happens. Uh, $50 plus shipping, which is about $10 shipping. $50, so $60 shipped. There you go. Mystery box right here. I've been trying to sell that thing for a month. Nobody wants it. Um, you're banned from buying at the moment. Somebody needs to ban me. But I'll see. Ryan cheats. He buys my mystery boxes, and then I'll pick it up Friday cleaned. Huh? Did I miss something? Cleaned. But Ryan's got the best deal because I don't have to ship to him, so he gets it for just cost. But Ryan's problem is claimed. You want it, James? You really want it? If you really want it, I'll send it to you. It'll be yours. All right, James. I think I still have your address. If not, DM me. I'll send it out to you. You can pay me. If you can't pay it till Friday, you can pay it Friday. I'll send it, but I'll send it out to you so you'll have it soon. Whatever. Okay. Oh yeah. See, Larry, I try to take care of the people that take care of me, man. James, I might even send a little something out for your boy. That is the only kid you got, right? I feel bad if you have two kids and I'm like sending stuff to one kid and not the other. Or is your boy really into comics that much? I don't know. Let me know, James. If your kids are really into comics, hit me up. Best friend. But if he hit me up in the DMs, let me know what kind of stuff if your kid's into comics and what if he is, what kind of stuff he likes. I'll throw a little side box in for him to open. You have two, boy and a girl. Oh, see, I'm neglecting the girl. Didn't know you had. I didn't. You never had the daughter on there or mentioned her, so I didn't know. I've just seen your boy on there. Does your daughter do comic books too? Or have you not corrupted that one yet? How old's your daughter? Seen your boy. He's oh, she's only 4. Okay. Well, your son's got to get big. He's the most articulate, well-behaved kid I've ever seen. He was on video and he was just very, very respectful and really cool. I liked him. But yeah, kids love Archie. I don't know. I don't know. I could throw in my tampon man sticker for you, James, if you want that. Everybody needs a tampon man. They don't have an applicator boy. I didn't get an applicator boy one. I got the villain sticker, but this is like, I don't know what this guy's name is, but perfect. I won't send a tampon man. Do I have any Vampirellas? Well, let's see what we're doing right here. Let's see. No. I don't think I have very many, but it just so happens that my, let's see. Since we're just on here, this is going to turn into a claim sale. Watch it. See. Oh, where am I? Seriously. Oh, I know I got it. I'm looking. Hold on. Apparently I got my boxes mixed up. I don't have mouth. There we go. Vampirella. I don't know. I got Valkyrie Saviors. You want that one? Whoops. Hey. Okay, Vampirella. That's crazy. I only have two. So, wait a minute. Gene, these are the only two I got. Vengeance of Vampirella #1, the red foil cover. And you can tell it's foil, but yeah, there you go. But I don't know if I wanted to sell that one. I just got it. And then Vampirella versus the Reanimator #1. That one I would probably get rid of. is what metal? That Vampirella? No. No, it's just foil. Matter of fact, even this little Vampirella versus Reanimator one in there's got a corner ding or crease on the corner there that you can't see. Well, here. See if I can get it up there. Yeah, see? So that's not even a near mint. So probably nothing worth it, man. Don't really have a lot of Vampirella books. Sorry. Sorry about that, Gene, but just those. But I don't think I'm part. The reason I only have a few is because there's only a couple of them that I want, and that red foil one is probably not going anywhere. Kind of dig that one. Oh, I'm sorry. You talking about the boob book? Are you talking about the Valkyrie Saviors? No, this ain't a metal. This ain't the metal. This is just the foil. So don't y'all flag me now. I got flagged for showing them things once before. But I'd sell that one. Valkyrie Saviors #1. Virgin Oil movie book. I'd sell it for $20. Boom, gone. Dang it, yours. There's only 6 of you in here now, so get your first put it with the other ones. What? Which other ones? I don't have any other ones. What? Are you into booby books? Is that what you're saying? I do have a metal. This is Samurai of Oz #1. It's a virgin metal cover. I have that one. Speaking of, Lewis, what's going on, man? I was just showing off one of the books. I didn't get this one. Yeah, I did. Did I get that one? Yeah, I got this out of your box of porn you sent me, right? This one and the other one that I just showed off, the Valkyrie Savior #1. Yeah, this is the box. This came out of the box of porn that Lewis Arab Comic Vantage sent me. It's funny, man. You talk about somebody and then they pop in and show up. What are you looking for, Gene? You talking about the you need to tell me. I don't know what you want, man. Tell me what you want and I'll look and see if I got it. Probably. He was probably lurking. He was watching, seeing if I was talking shit about him. I wasn't talking shit about we were just talking about he was asking me if I had any Vampirella books and I said no. I said I got these 2 nudie books. And then one of them asked if it was a metal. That was Ryan. So no, the metal one's in here. But don't get me wrong. I got the whole set of Sweet Paprika, the Mirko and Dolfo nudie covers. 12 issues, all of them. Mirko and Dolfo nudie covers. I've got the last book you'll ever read. The complete series, nudie covers. But far as what you're looking for, Gene, hit me I don't know what you're looking for, so I can tell you what I got, but I got a bunch of stuff. But tell me what you're looking for, and I'll look and see if I got it. And if I got it, and you want to make a deal on it, boom. Yeah, there you go. DM me. But the man, see my latest pickup, Lewis? Tales to Astonish, #90, first appearance of Abomination. Ooh, going after them big books. Comic Vantage here is working on a new exclusive. I won't spoil, but I can't wait for that one to come out. Love your exclusives. Can't wait for the newest one to come out. But from what you've told me about, sounding good, sounding awesome. Looks like it'll be somewhere up here. But yeah, see, I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to lean more towards stuff like this and more away from variant covers and movie spec books and stuff like that. Trying to build up the collection, man. I got to remember, I'm 55 as of yesterday, so it don't become birthdays anymore. It's just 1 year closer to death now. So I got to start thinking, these books are my legacy. It's what I'm going to be leaving behind to my wife eventually, and my kid. So I'm trying to put stuff in there that's going to age very well, and and always grow in value, as far as in desirability, instead of stuff that's flash in the pan, hot 1 minute and cold the next. 57, yeah, Larry, he's up. You're right there with me, man. Us old timers, man, we need to start thinking about the future, thinking about what we leave behind. And I'm pretty sure that those dynamite covers with 962 variants of the same book probably aren't going to age well. I see Gene's messaging me. I'll get with you, Gene. I'll get with you here in a little bit. I'm about to shut it down. Starting to wind down in here, but yeah, I mean, there. Don't get me wrong. Some cover art is just too gorgeous to pass up on, and I'm still going to cover buy. I ain't gonna lie. Hell, there's some cover buy books on my wall, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm never going to buy something just for the cover again. I mean, that Lee Bermejo Justice League versus Suicide Squad #1 with that Wonder Woman with boots curb stomping Harley Quinn's face is probably one of the most gorgeous covers I've ever seen in my life. No key element to it. Nothing about that book is ever going to be key, but I don't care. It's one of the most. I think I made my list of the as the #1 most gorgeous cover in my collection. 8M cover buyer myself. 8M cover buyer. Okay, 8mm. What? 8M cover buyer? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, I'm cover buyer myself. We all are to a certain extent. You get people that say they never cover buy are lying to you. They that book right there is a dollar bin book, but it's Brian Boland, and it's one of the coolest covers ever. And I don't give a damn if it's dollar bin, $2 bin, whatever. That's some iconic artwork, and you can't put a price on that. He gets that artwork. A lot of the Daredevil stuff, Frank Miller artwork that I've been picking up. Even though I said that was Frank Miller and it's not, even though it sure looks like. Tell me that does not look like it was right in there in the Frank Miller era, but it's not Frank Miller. Who knew? But it's iconic anyway, so I bought it. But I do too. You got to appreciate good art. And man, like I said, people who say they don't buy comic books for the cover art are lying. Some people you do every once in a while. But yeah, that one right there, never even opened it, never even read it. Don't give a damn what's inside of it. I don't care if it's blank pages inside of it. Though I was getting that book. That is one of the most gorgeous covers ever made. Right next to this Poison Ivy one, which is a blah 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 blah. We were just talking about this guy, Warren Lau cover. Yeah, gorgeous. But anyway, I said it is starting to wind down a little bit in here. We have been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. Like I said, Your Rise of Dracula 6, I have that one. I have it. I have one somewhere. I'm not going to dig it out. It's not handy. But yes, Rise of Dracula 6. But I still think it's not good. I think it's going to be I showed him at the beginning there, Kevin. You're just an hour and 10 minutes late. But yeah, I love the cover, the Rise of Dracula, which is still available over at comicvantage.com on sale. Get your copy today. How was that, Lewis? Is that good? Is that good? Can I be your pitch man? Stay tuned for the next Comic Vantage variant. It's going to be even better. Perfect. All right. There you go. And don't forget to pick up them Comic Vantage bags. The Mylar look without the Mylar cost. Am I hired? I need a job that pays a lot of money that doesn't require me to actually do anything physical. But all right, guys. Well, I gotta get off here. I'm starting to get hungry. Again, I'm fat, so every 20 minutes my pulse starts to race because I haven't eaten. But The Last of Us. I haven't seen that one yet. The Last of Us. Phenomenal. Cool. I should be on Cameo. That's a great idea. I will pitch your products on Cameo. You would think that the guys over at Gator Guard would throw me a bone once in a while. I mean, I'm always pimping their stuff out. Love Gator Guards. Love Gator Guards. GatorGuardComics.com. Check them out. Stop throwing your money away on CGC and CBCS and PGX and all those people. Go to Gator Guard, the better alternative for slabs. Promise you, you won't be disappointed. All right. Thank you guys for popping in. Gene, I will get with you here in just a second. As soon as I shut down, we'll get with you, see what you're after. Love Gator Guard. See, even Comic Vantage knows a good deal when you see one. But that's going to do it. We will see you guys in the next live stream. I'm going to try to do these every Monday. God willing, if I can get away with it. You say, okay, Thunder, okay, wait a minute. We're not going anywhere right now. Kevin, you just opened a can of worms. All right, we're not going anywhere. Gator Guard don't give you a grade. Only people that care what their graded books are flippers. They're the only people that care what their graded books are. Otherwise, if you can't look at your comic book and tell if it's in good condition or bad condition, then don't worry about it. If you want a graded book, it's because you're planning on reselling it at some point. So don't even get me started on that. People say, oh, but what if we buy CGC because we want to preserve our expensive comic books? Gator Guard will preserve them just as well as, if not better, than a CGC plastic case. But you don't want the Gator Guards because they don't bump them values up to them ridiculously inflated values of $300 for a $10 comic book. So there you go. There's my rant. You reeled me back in. But they will preserve your comics just as well, if not better than CGC. So don't hand me no line of shit about, I just want to protect my comics. You want to get that 300% boost in value so you can flip them. That's it. All right. Oh, yeah. Kevin knows how to push my buttons. And I'm sitting there talking shit about them. And look, I have 3 graded comics to my name. Top one was a gift for Christmas from my buddy Ryan. I ain't going to turn them away. This one is actually my pride and joy. Oh, here. Hold on. Yeah, I'll get going. This one is one of the crown jewels of my collection. If you haven't seen it up close, this is my Valiant Bloodshot 9.8 #1 that I actually took out and shot. One bullet hole near the logo there, one right here in his suck hole, and one right there in his waist. 3 nice shots. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, UF4, baby. But that is a crown jewel of my collection. It's a 9.8. I call it the Stevie B bullet hole variant. And my other one was from CBCS that I got out of a Comic Vantage. Oops, sorry. I don't know. I got that one out of a Comic Vantage mystery box. It is signed and remarked, signed by Sam De La Rosa and Mark Bagley with a De La Rosa sketch. Yep, that video, if you haven't seen that video of me and the comic book preacher, we took that Bloodshot #1 out to the pasture and put it out of its misery. The good news is, bad news is that the person that sent that to me sent it to me as a joke and was wanting the reaction out of me. Wrapped that thing in 70 layers of bubble wrap, freaking zip ties all the way around it. It took me 30 minutes to get this book undone, and then for it to be a Valiant book, a Bloodshot #1. So he was trying to get a rise out of me, and then when I filmed the video and I shot the 3 bullet holes in it, it pissed him off. So he didn't think the reaction he wanted and the reaction he got wasn't exactly what he planned for. But 2 things happened by doing that. One, I increased the value of that book by 120%, because let's face it, that was a $10 book at a CGC 9.8. Number 2, it went from a book that I had absolutely zero interest in to the literal centerpiece of my collection. So, and horses, yeah. And as Rude Planet said, horses. I even took a pot shot at, there were some horses in the background, but there's a horse rehab right across the street from my house, so it worked out okay. But anyway, all right. Kevin got me going again. He loves to do that. But that's it, really. Yeah, Foo had a field day with it, but that's okay. Hey, at least I didn't go on a video in front of a live audience and say I fingered an innocent man like he did. So he did. I still have the clip. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out for an hour and a half. That was awesome. It's fun talking to you guys. Love interacting with you guys. I'm going to try to do this every Monday. I wish I could. I'll commit to a specific time every week, but it's just when I can get around to it. I'm going to try to do them around 5 or so. Love you too, Matt. Appreciate you popping in. We need to get connected again, start interacting again. Miss yapping at you, man. But anyway, try to do these Mondays at 5 Central, about the same time every time. Try to commit to them so we can hang out. Love hanging out with you guys. Like I said, love talking to you guys. Send a link to what? Kevin, he's like bound determined to not end this. Send a link to what? Yes, next Monday is going to be a fun one. Me, Ryan Boone, comic book preacher, together. Comic book preacher to keep me in line so I just don't drop a barrage of F-bombs one after another. And Ryan to not give a shit and do it anyway. Yeah, I can't send links for people to join because I'm doing it on my phone. I wished I could, but I really wished I could. I'm doing the live streams from my phone. I wished I could figure out a way that I could have people link and join me. It would be a lot more fun, that's for sure. I could do it on the laptop, but the video quality is so terrible on my end that it's just almost unwatchable. So this is the best I can do for now. But anyway, guys, got to get out of here. Gonna feed my cake hole. Fat people have to eat every 30 minutes, so we start getting really pissy. Thanks for coming in. We'll talk to you guys later. Gene, I'll hit you up on Instagram. We'll talk. That's gonna do it for this one. See you guys in the next one. Peace.